If you look at it ecologically, deforestation is high on the list of things which bring devastation. You cut down trees to build homes, for fuel, and you end up with no trees left. And you have to move on. If you take the earth as a whole, eventually there's nowhere to move on to.
Deforestation. So basically, if we're going to look at the etymology of the word deforestation, D means decrease. No, it's a prefix, no, for the D word there is parang it's a means decrease, and forestation meaning the forest, no, the trees. Station, station is the parang action of decreasing the forested land. So basically, when we talk about um, deforestation, you are cutting down and clearing away the forest. For what reason? No? To convert this forest area to, no, to non-forest use.
The Philippines is one of the most severely deforested countries in the tropics, and most deforestation has happened in the last 40 years. The Philippines is paying a high price for the destruction of its forests and a number of major problems confronting the nation that can be traced directly to deforestation. According to what we see in the news, the internet, and on television, deforestation has a great impact on us. It has a negative influence on our ecology, biodiversity, and the acceleration of climate change, particularly global warming.
Capitalism, no? Capitalism meaning too much, no? It is ano, parang business driven talaga siya, profit driven. Yung mga tao are really driven to really gain profit, no, from cutting trees.
Causes of capitalism are converting land subdivisions, using trees for construction and for fuel. Another example from Southeast Asia in Malaysia and Indonesia. A large part of their forests were cut down to make way for the production of palm oil. The activity in their country really affects the animals and their habitats, as it destroys their home and source of food. The purpose of mining is to create roads and hospitals, autos and houses, computers and satellites, electricity generation, and many other goods and services that society needs today.
Hundreds dead, thousands infected across multiple continents, millions quarantined with whole cities in lockdown.
Totally agree that the spreading of COVID has something to do or link siya with deforestation, and there are a lot of studies already.
Ebola, malaria, and now COVID-19 are the three highly diseases and viruses that have generated worldwide fear, and all three of them have moved from wild animals living in deep tropical forests to humans. As we destroy our forest, we come in contact with species that contain pathogens that are well suited to kill us humans. Clearing the forest diminishes biodiversity, and the species that remain are more likely to harbor diseases that can be passed on and infect us humans. As all of these factors will increase the speed of animal pathogens to humans.
We have to be mindful as individual in our own. We have to be mindful and intentional with our consumption.
People's ignorance and apathy is the major problem that needs to be solved. As an individual, we must be knowledgeable enough to know the impacts of what we are doing. What we have to do is to start recalibrating our minds, because if we work together, our macro efforts can have micro effects to save our forests, our earth. Let's raise awareness to why deforestation is an important issue that needs to be addressed. Because the forest is the lungs of our earth, purifying our air and giving fresh strength to us people. It's not too late to do something for our environment, to combat climate change, and to provide a better future to the next generation.
The environment is where we all meet, where we all have a mutual interest. It is the one thing all of us share.
We will quickly perish if we fail to cherish. Trees have life, and we need them to survive.
Better environment, better tomorrow. Save the planet.